Hi Virgo, give me 1 second. I'm about to mute. I'll be right back. Give me like 60 seconds. Okay. Okay. My apologies. Hi Virgo, it is Ray. Welcome back to my channel. Happy September. I am here. Well, September 27, 2025, 111. I'm here with your October 2025 reading. We definitely need to look into your September title because I don't recall. But there are some things that we need to discuss. So your title is predetermined. The theme of your October is redemption. Ooh, nose is itching. Redemption and atonement. And there are some things that I need to correct myself in regards to your energy, well, in regards to Virgo season, because I've been stating some inaccurate information, but I did have to research what I was stating because I wasn't saying it for no reason. Okay, I'm always aware of that. Like, I could be wrong, but if I am emphasizing something, then I need to look deeper into it. So I finally decided to do that. I know you have no idea what I'm talking about right now. So let's cleanse, let's reset, let's pray, and then we will have a conversation. I'm also going to, I don't know where my phone is, my other phone. Oh, it's right here. I'm going to give you the Google definitions of redemption and atonement as well. There's a deck that I have that has the atonement card, so I'll get that too. Okay. Let it burn, gotta let it burn. Your energy feels very peaceful. It feels like, you know, when you just really just want to like go to the water and relax and just sit and just, you know, close your eyes and just absorb your atmosphere. Like, that's the energy of peace that I feel. And I'm seeing fresh water though. Do people fish in fresh water? I don't know. Okay, let's pray. We got an okay burn. I need to cleanse these cards from Libra. You know what I just noticed is that I didn't even speak of the new moon and full moon at all, but I'm going to continue to roll like that since we cover them separately. Anyway, okay, let's pray. God, divine source, Holy Spirit, thank you for allowing me to guide Virgo placements on their October 2025 reading and this energy of redemption and atonement that is a theme for them. Thank you for each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I guide each and every heart and soul. God, thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine love. Thank you for divine grace. Thank you for divine protection. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight and foresight. Gratitude, Ashe. I don't know if I said that already. What I also notice in the prayer, so when I say, okay, you could be having to explain yourself. There could be a situation coming up where you're going to have to explain yourself, just like I'm going to have to explain myself in regards to what I spoke of before the prayer that I need to correct in regards to your energy. Before we get to that, when I say God, divine source, Holy Spirit, I'm referring to the same energy. Now, if you've been tapped in for a while, I never say Holy Spirit because I'm referencing the same energy. I just want people to be clear on when I say God, which God I'm talking to, okay? Because, yeah. So I follow that up with divine source to be clear for the collective who I'm speaking to. But this is the second time I've added Holy Spirit. So I was raised Pentecostal, and I was raised to believe that there is no separation. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, it's not three entities, it's all one. So with me saying that, it's bringing me back to that. So that's letting me know there are certain traditions or belief systems that you may have gained as a child or even developed as an adult. There are certain insights that you have learned from teachings that I'm getting massively shifting in October. You could have, it's giving Aquarius energy with that, because Aquarius, what the hell? It's giving Utopia. Y'all remember Utopia, the drink back in the day? Oh my God. Was it Fruitopia, Utopia? What is Utopia? Was it fruit? Hold on. Let me look up Utopia first. Utopia of the seeds. Well, I need the meaning. Hold on. A place of ideal perfection, especially in laws, government, and social conditions. An impractical scheme for social improvement. An imaginary and indefinitely remote place. An imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect. I hear something that you would normally just see in meditation versus reality, but seeing the opposite effects of that. But where was I going before the Fruitopia, Utopia? Hold on, y'all. I see the comments. Give me a moment. I got y'all. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Explaining yourself. I don't know, but let's get into what I need to correct. So not forever, but for a while, I have been saying that when I refer to 9/11, I've been saying that you can view 9/11 as the Twin Towers as well as the Egyptian New Year. That is incorrect, okay? The correct way is you can view it as the Twin Towers or the Ethiopian New Year, right? So I'm like, well, why have I been so pressed on honoring it as Egypt, okay? So I went into Egypt's connection with 9/11. We about to go down the rabbit hole too. Now, Egypt is a source of 9/11 Twin Towers. I didn't know this till I went down the rabbit hole 2 days ago, okay? And I started to, we about to go down it together, okay? Okay, and then we'll get into the Atonement and Redemption, and then we'll get into the cards. But Egypt, 9/11 significance. So it says, Egypt holds significant importance for the 9/11 attacks because several key figures involved were Egyptians, including the pilot. And the intellectual and ideological roots of the extremist movement can be traced to Egyptian thinkers. I'm not going to mention their names. Additionally, the U.S. policy of supporting Israel and secular regimes in the region fueled anti-American sentiment among Egyptian extremists, contributing to the overall motivation for the attacks. There was something else. Hold on. I can't find it. I think it's in the phone I'm recording on versus this phone. It is. But yes, so we'll stick with that. And roll with that. Okay. So then, so I was like, all right. So it's connected. There's so much honor when it comes to just Egyptian mythology, right? And me personally, I have my favorites when it comes to Egyptian mythology and gods and deities and things, right? So and you know, a lot of people, you know, Egypt is a very, I would refer to it as sacred, honestly, right? But then it led me down, I'm just taking y'all down my own rabbit hole, right? So with Egypt and the representation of it and how we give honor to the history of it, and it's like something so sacred being, it's like when someone destroys, there's a term for it, but it's like destroying something beautiful. Hold on, I hear this word, I need to look it up, give me a second to see if it aligns. What's the opposite of consecrated? Hold on. Desecrate. Yeah, desecrate. It's like something that was once consecrated has become desecrated. So something that was once sacred has been, it's like been blemished. It's been destroyed. It's like the purity of the essence, the light of it has been just destroyed. And so I do feel like so going back to me coming to that truth and that clarity and being under the assumption of something for so long, but it being, it's not the truth, but it still connects, and it ties into the energy of multiple truths exist. But like I said, it's not what I've been saying, it's not the truth, but it still connects. Okay. But I do feel like this is connected to your own ideologies changing somehow, some way, on a, I'm getting secular level. No, not secular, cellular level. Okay, yeah. But it's interesting I said secular, because secular would be, feels like something that has been disgraced is about to become grace. Like there's a table turning energetically. But it's so much more deeper than that, because as I say the tables are turning, like they're showing me the wars in the skies before the wars on land, you know, as above so below, and it's above first before it becomes below, right? It's a thought before it becomes physical type of energy. And I do feel like a lot of you have been, I hear commanding and fighting as I'm speaking of wars. And so this could be, you know, in religious debates with people, spiritual belief debates with people. Again, different shifting, a lot of shifting in just modalities of belief systems. And it's like, you know, you learn one truth and then it's like, aha, right? And then you learn something else and it's like, aha, right? But also going back to that separation versus integration energy with me just speaking on the prayer. And how I just speak my messages, like I don't, baby, we will talk about the Lord, we will pray, and we will sing a gospel song, and then honey, we will curse, we will sing some trap music, okay, we will be like fuck all them people, okay, followed by, you know, give yourself some damn grace. It's just that's how I interconnect, right? And a lot of people don't understand it, but that's my relationship with the divine, and it works for me. That's my authenticity. And so for you, it's giving me, as I'm getting deeper into what I'm saying, it's giving me like hiding something, like being ashamed. Like, you know, when people say, you know, you don't do something on Sunday. Well, baby, God sees you every other time and day of the week. So, honey, it's like, why change on Sunday? You know, if you can't be consistent day by day, then don't fucking do it at all. You know, it's like you don't want people to half-ass you when it comes to your money, when it comes to commitments, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to anything. So why would you half-ass anything that's on a more elevated spiritual level? Because it feels like that's what you're doing in a sense. But at the same time, going back to commanding and fighting these wars to, I don't know if it's like you're fighting for like a perceived justice for yourself, for your lineage, for I don't know, for the divine. Like I really don't know. And I think that's where we're gonna start. And it's tying back to that whole 9/11 energy, and 9/11 is Virgo energy as well. So yeah. let's tap into that first. Oh, let me get into the comments, honey. I fucking just, sorry. Hi. Wishing you the best. Night Owl. Why do y'all assume every woman got a baby daddy? Let me just be, I don't have one. Okay, so 0. Jeez. Quite invasive. No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of death. The soul lives forever. This body is, it's just an avatar. I gotta remember, this is a simulation, okay? Don't get trapped in what's going on. This is a game. Play the game. This is chess, not checkers. Don't get knocked off the board. What was I supposed to be clarifying? It just comes and goes so fast. Oh, that waging a war and fighting and things. Okay, what's going on with that? For Virgo. Oof. What's happening with Virgo spiritually? Because this is very spiritual. Bravery. Interesting. Leo energy. That's like the 7 of Wands and the Moon Pisces energy, which is your opposite, your shadows. I said shadows. Okay, what else? Why is that in reverse? Ooh, Virgo. I love this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So you have everything I just said, right? You have bravery, number 7. You have the moon, 18. Now you have abundance in reverse. But I clarified abundance in reverse, and what's clarifying abundance in reverse is the Ace of Wands, or the Ace of Fire and the Ace of Water. So the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And then you have domination. And then on the bottom, you have your energy gain, which is basically the 9 of Pentacles. And then underneath gain, you have the Daughter of Fire, which is Page of Wands. And then you have the Emperor. So bravery is giving me, I keep hearing what's done in the dark comes to the light, but it's bringing something to the light. Like being brave and courageous enough to shed light on something or speak of something that most people would shy away from or would rather have somebody else do it type of energy, right? So with this bravery, it's giving motivation. You know the song Motivation? I just hear Kelly's part, Kelly Rowland. But these are 2 people. So the motivation, it could be coming from, you know, your own life experience. It could be coming from your ancestors. It could be coming from your partner. It could be coming from it's coming from somewhere, right? It's like the fire is lit and then someone encourages the fire to grow in a healthy way. And we mentioned the fire with Libra, but this is different for you. So, and the moon is, something's coming out, something is being enlightened here, okay? And this is the light part of the moon represents, no, hold on. I was about to go crescent, but intuitively it's giving waning gibbous moon. I don't know. Look into the significance of the waning gibbous. I have it written down, but we're not going to go there. Just look into it when you get a chance, okay? Now, with abundance being in reverse, it's giving like fighting for a cause, but emptying the well. It's like, yeah, I'm just seeing a well being emptied and cleaned out so that it can be refilled the way that you want it to be refilled versus accepting like the rain or the water that has already been poured. So, okay, so let me just make it practical, okay? Because I can, to make it practical, right? Let's just say, you know, you have certain traditions going on, right? Certain traditions have been going on so far that you have continued, initiated, participated in whatsoever, right? And then it's like, you know, this year you decide, just fuck all that, okay? We're not doing any of that. We're gonna switch it all up, okay? It's like, let's just say, for example, practically speaking, you get a Christmas tree. Like everybody, well, not everybody, but if you tap in to Christmas, you'll put up a Christmas tree and decorate it, and then, you know, take it down for the new year. Versus you have people that, you know, get creative with the Christmas tree, okay, honey? They'll decorate it spring, summer, fall, winter, okay? They'll decorate it for Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, motherfucking, I don't know, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Labor Day, 4th of July. Like, they will make use, you know, of it. It's like changing something drastically in a way where it's like, I'm getting it's your signature, but more so it's like every ingredient. Why am I do not understand why I'm getting emotional, but it's like every ingredient is authentically from you. And I feel like that's why this abundance is in reverse. It's like emptying the well, drying it out, okay? And there could be like, you could be wherever you are experiencing a drought, or wherever you think, because again, this is a simulation. I feel like that message was for all of y'all. But with wherever you may be perceiving a drought, it's like, okay, that may be so. Again, perception is everything. It's all depending on, you can see shit empty, full, half empty, half full, however the fuck you want to say it, okay? It could be different. But it's being emptied out so you can clean up the mess. You know, fire purifies, okay? And then refill it. Can I get a refill? And it's like, no, it's like asking for a refill, right? And then you got all the fucking backwash in the damn cup. Okay, why do you want to keep drinking that damn backwash? Like, get you just a fresh cup, okay? I hear clean, straight clean from the spring. I don't know. But I do want to touch on, you're starting with bravery, assistance, motivation, and then you got all this going on in between. You personally got a lot going on, but I don't know, there's this energy around you. I don't know who this other energy is. We have double fire. We have Aries here. We have Leo here. You are Virgo, so your opposite is water, Pisces. So I don't know what this fire energy is going on, but I don't know. It could be me. I don't know. Somebody is assisting you with this purification and renewal, okay? Now let's get into redemption and atonement by Google definition, and then we're gonna actually get into the cards, okay? I also looked this up on the phone that I'm recording on, so hold on. So atonement by definition, reparation for a wrong or injury. Now, reparation for a wrong, it's giving, okay, just flow with me. I'm hearing judicial justice, but this has nothing to do with the physical. This is all spiritual. Like, the war is for justice. I am not speaking in any, I feel like I need to iterate. I'm not speaking in any aspect of 9/11. I'm speaking for you and what you got going on up there in the other worlds and realms and things, okay? I don't know. October is a very spiritual month for you, okay? If you are interacting with humans that are unable to be in depth, then it's gonna clash. Can you hear the bird? And also, I laughed during the prayer because your title has the dove in it, and it's going to be the dove for October. And I heard the dove land on the balcony during the prayer, and it made me chuckle. But yeah, you do have some motivation coming in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're not feeling that fuel to the fire, then I hear just wait on it, okay? All right, so back to the definitions. Again, atonement, reparation for a wronger energy. What? or injury, but reparation for a wrong or energy. Reparation for an energy. Take that how it resonates. It's like 6 cardinals on the balcony right now. Almost said falcons, but there's no falcons on the balcony. Okay, now, what's the other word? Redemption. So redemption, hold on. Redemption, the action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil. The action of regaining or gaining possession of something in exchange for payment or clearing a debt. It's giving like clearing karmic debt. But I hear after a war is waged. Like that is very loud. Okay, let's move on. I'm good. How are you? Gratitude. JP, don't be desperate. That's not attractive. Aries is, Virgo is the last sign. I don't know when Aries is going to get done. Hi, Brenda. It'll be done, though. All right. We've been here 26 minutes. Interesting. All right. 7:18. It's 7:18. And bravery was 7 and you had the moon 18. So something going on. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Who's this? Virgo. And it has to be extra special, baby, because you are the second sign for October so far. You know, you was just first, okay? You didn't have 2 new moons back to back, okay? An eclipse was one of them. Fucking, honey, you was the first for September because you start September. So God is truly loving on you, okay? You need to, and Virgo is in Venus. Venus is in Virgo right now, okay? So just appreciate it, okay? You got the South Node in your sign too. It's a lot going on, okay? And it may feel like tough love in a sense because again, I don't know, it's some kind of battle, but it's like Spirit is giving you a little bit of extra. Is that still the show, Extra? I think that was on TV when I was a kid. But gossip, it's giving gossip, extra celebrity gossip. All right, Virgo, October 2025. The fuck is that? There's a difference. I just said this to someone the other day, but there's a difference between the 48 laws of power and the 42 laws of Mayat. And you have 48 here with stability and interference, giving the 48 laws of power. The 48 laws of power has some heavy karmic consequences. That's all I have to say. You have to use your discernment when it comes to that, if you live your life by that. All right, now who is this, Virgo? Are you moving or something, or changing home? Hold on. So you have stability here, the roots, the home, okay? This is like the 4 of Wands, but I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the 4 of Wands to me, but it's Capricorn energy, so it represents the 4 of Pentacles. But it's giving like the home, the roots. But then you have interference here. These are all upright, and then you have grief. So interference would be the 8 of Swords. Grief is the 3 of Swords. But it's giving like you have stability upright, but the energy feels like you're being uprooted. Hold on. You're overindulging in something. You're self-sacrificing way too much in regards to something. This could be in regards to stability. So, you know, it's giving like overworked and underpaid. Feels like somebody's a slave. I don't know. Yeah, the devil. I don't like it. Okay. Who's this, Virgo? You have a father wound specific. I was about to say masculine wound, but you have a father wound, which contributes to a disconnect with your masculine energy. So you have a masculine wound. I've never heard that like that before, but yeah, you do. Because you have temperance, baby, the angels. Looking towards grief, right? You see, pouring is just, it's giving a customer by, is that Rahim Devon? Let me serve you up. You can have it your way. You're the customer. But then you have the Father of Fire in reverse, which is the King of Wands. And the Emperor. Comfort. Someone likes to blur the lines. Because you know how like when you I'm seeing someone painting, but it's like the brushes are like, let me draw it. I gotta draw what I see. Hold on. It's like, hold on. I'm gonna add the colors and everything. Okay, so let's just say this is a painting, right? Right, this is a white canvas and you have 3 lines. But this is paint, so it's wet, it's fresh. I literally just drew these lines, but I use markers. But you know how like when you make it, I don't know if that's called abstract, but let me show you. It's like you make it bleed. Hold on. Like intertwine with each other. Hold on. Let me just draw it. All the hair is in the way. But it's like, I don't want to take too much time drawing this. Hold on. Quick thinking. Good job, Ray. Hold on. Dude, my inner child is activated. Hold on. Okay, let's just show you. So it's like blurred in together. Don't judge my ghetto ass. I'm just trying to show you the vision, okay? But it becomes like, it's like blurring the lines. Like if we just had some straight lines, now it's like, what the hell? What the helly? Okay, I don't know. And I feel like that's contributing to this interference. Like the more I look at these roots, it's like they're clear, but then it's like bleeding into one another, okay? And there's interference of some sort, blurring the lines, okay? Okay. Sorry, it took that a while, but I had to show y'all. Hi, y'all. Yeah, Judgment in reverse. You know, I can see clearly now, it's like confused. So we went from a damn father masculine wound to blurring the lines. What am I talking about? Okay, where's this going? Now you have the Ace of Pentacles. That's your third ace. Ooh, Power and Daughter of Earth. See, I told you God is loving on you extra, extra. Okay? This is this atonement and redemption, okay? I don't know. Whatever the atonement and redemption is connected to stability, comfort, power, and something that whatever this stability, comfort, and power is connected to the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands, okay? Okay, so you could definitely be seeing three. Three is coming up, even with how I touched the prayer and all of that, so three, okay? Okay, I feel like, I don't know, the energy was calm. I feel like I'm getting excited. I don't know why. Okay, let's move on. Perfection. So now all of this is positive, but what is this interference in grief and temperance and Father of Wands, fire in reverse? Change. Someone's stubborn as fuck. Hold on. Where'd you go? The Hanged Man was looking at me and I put him up so quick. Hold on. Let me bring him back out. Here he is. The Hanged Man. So, and then you have the Mother of Earth peeking out. Queen of Pentacles and then the Star. Two people are not on the same page. All right. So there is interference. Okay. So we have the Father and the Mother, which this is a pair, a connection. It could be friendship. It could be platonic, romantic. I'll just simplify it to that. Romantic, platonic. I don't know. You could be trying to go from platonic to romantic, okay? Someone could be trying to go from romantic to platonic. I don't fucking know. All right, but there's interference. Why? Because there's pain here. Now, in this card, yes, she's using a needle, right? Now, you know, people deal with grief in all kind of ways, okay? Some use sex, some use smoking, some use drinking, some use food, sugar, you know? It all depends, okay? I hear it was all a dream, Biggie, but it all depends. But I don't ever think I've seen it like this before, but how this needle is in this vein, right? Now, with temperance being here as a water angelic element towards this grief energy, like the pain is in the veins, okay? And that could be, I hear, what? I'm getting it's an attribute to the atonement and redemption that's coming. Yeah, it's not both my fingers at the same time. That was unconscious. But, yeah. But if you are whomever, whatever is coming up, whatever, the pain is it's not in vain, but it is in the veins. Okay, it's not in vain. V as in Victor, AI, N as in November. Okay, versus Victor Echo India November. Okay, did I do the military alphabet correctly? I should be fucking it up. I used to know by heart. But anywho, moving on. See, beliefs. I used to know by heart. I don't know about heart anymore. So yeah, there's something about ideologies changing. But yeah, there is pain in the veins. Victor Echo India November. So Victor, masculine energy. Echo, pay attention to the echoes of the voice. India could be an origin, nationality, ethnicity. I don't know why I'm naming all of those differently like that. I don't know. And then November, the month of November could be, I know this is October, but November is 11, justice, 1-1, so 2. And then we have the 2, but I don't know. But then interference and grief, 8 + 3 is 11. So yeah, November. When does Sag season start? When does Sagittarius season start? In November. So yeah, November, because temperance, Sag, November. I don't know, but what disturbs me the most is that you have the Father of Fire in reverse with change in reverse, okay? So why? For Virgo. I don't understand. So this Mother of Earth is I hear she's a grandmother, but she's an ancestor. She's not here. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure not to mute like I did last time. Hold on. Let me bend this down so you can see. God bless you, JP. Okay. All right. Can you see? All right. Hold on. All right. I didn't mute. Y'all should still be able to hear me. Okay. So hold on. No. Yeah. Now, I don't know how it looks from your angle. I really don't. But this Mother of Earth is looking at this change and Father of Fire in reverse, okay? Like, this is giving me ancestor energy, looking down at what's not changing, okay? Because this is the part of the tree that's not growing versus the part of the tree that is growing, okay? She is looking at the part that is giving the energy of being barren, or I hear barren and or without. And then we have the Father. I feel out of breath all of a sudden. The Father of Fire in reverse, okay? And then over here, I'm gonna move the camera some more, okay? Over here, you have the universe, which is the world in reverse. You have the daughter of Earth in reverse. Now, the Mother of Earth is upright, but the daughter is in reverse. So this, it's letting me know. So I keep hearing the fucking breakdown I gave. So there is a masculine energy learning a lesson from a feminine energy on behalf, hold on. There is a masculine energy. Let me say this, hold on. Give me a second because I'm missing the most vital part. Okay, a feminine, thank you so much, because I was about to wreck my brain. A feminine ancestor of a masculine energy is using a feminine energy to learn the cycle, complete the cycle. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the cycle because something is not changing, okay? Okay, now it's very interesting because this change in reverse has, okay, I'm gonna put you back up, has Capricorn. You know, Capricorn is the father of the zodiac, okay? So it's very interesting that a feminine ancestor is initiating, we're good, I guess. Hold on, Buddha's eyes are like, I want you to see, there we go. Okay, there we go. So, make sure you're not muted. Yeah, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the father of the zodiac. So the fact that the lesson is coming from a feminine ancestor and not Saturn is just very intriguing to me, honestly. Yeah, knowledge. I'm very intrigued. But you know how a feminine would discipline if she's in her femininity versus how a masculine would discipline are two different just views. It's like, you know how you would discipline your daughters versus your sons. It's different. So for a feminine ancestor to be initiating this has to do with how discipline is connected through it's giving me through the love of the feminine, but more so in a motherly love. You know that song that was on Tyler Perry, sometimes I feel like a motherless child a long way from home? It's like this, whoever this is helping to bring somebody back home to complete a cycle. I don't know. I'm going to move on because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, okay? Okay. Let's move on. We have 44 minutes. Sheesh. Did I even use this deck? I don't think so. You have initiation. Ooh, my nose is itching. In reverse. There's no new beginning in something. Wherever a door is still cracked open, it's being completely shut, closed, finished, it's done. So, oh fuck. I was in one of the, I think the last readings I did were the elements. I really don't recall. But we were talking, well, I was speaking of how, like people, like these people wouldn't protect you the same way. But no, going back to the spiritual warfare, whatever you're waging a war on, okay? Going back to that door cracked open and it being completely closed, it's like, do y'all know the song Steppers by CMG? Okay, it don't matter if you know it or not. But the song Steppers by CMG it's a verse by Moneybag. What is it? Step how you want me to step for you. Don't be no crash dummy, okay? Step how you want me to step for you. Don't be a crash dummy, okay? Okay. But it's like, it's like calling these people to the front line and they like, nah, bruh, nah, sis. Like these people, they got to go, okay? Like masks are falling off. Everything is being revealed. It's like the more that you are authentically you in your light and in your dark, that's the thing, okay? When it comes to this elevation of spirituality, it's like we start this journey in the shadow, and then you got to go through the dark to get to the light, and we get to the light and then we dispel the shadow, and the shadow is always a part of us, and we have to be able to work that energy. It's like using the ego in a healthy way versus an egotistical way, using the shadow to get you through some dark times and propel you to the light. And sometimes you got to tap into the shadow to defend and protect. It's levels to this. But it's like with a bridge is not being crossed with somebody, and this could also be a version of yourself. It's like really saying a version of yourself. I cannot continue to live like this, think like this, feel like this. Like something's got to change. And whatever door you've been leaving cracked open to your old self, completely closing that, and really embodying your true self with the authentic self, however you want to receive it, and being curious about what's to come once you do that. Okay. My nose is itching. Oh my God. Yeah. Beloved, radical acceptance. It is what it is. So, and it could be both, people, and it's like people that were part of old versions of you. I tell a hater, I said, fuck you. But yeah, it's like, no. Yeah, me talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So there is a major cleanse that's happening, especially spiritually, okay? And I don't think this is, you could be doing your salt baths, your cleansing routines, rituals, whatever the case may be. But on a spiritual note, I just hear it is finished, okay? Period. That is Omega. I don't know. Anything else for Virgo from this deck? Let me close that door. Okay, we're done with this. But yeah, stars in the sky, limitless possibility. And this, you see how she's sitting? Like that was that energy of peace I was feeling at the beginning. Like this card describes that feeling, okay? But this is your spiritual body. So again, this is a very spiritual month for you. Okay? Okay. Moving on. You have resilience. 38. 30, I'm gonna cut. Ooh. Peace and harmony. Let me put this up and close this door. I mean, 5 seconds. Okay. Divine guidance is in reverse. Virgo. You're resisting a change that God is asking you to make. It's 5 between 33 and 38, right? The difference is 5, right? 8, 7, 6, yeah. There's a change you're resisting. That's why divine guidance is in reverse. You're fighting against it. That's why resilience is here. Also, these succulents are bringing me to, like, you know, succulents can thrive in harsh environments. So what environments are you refusing to leave and choosing to accept? Yeah, because there's a new opportunity, but you're not taking heed. I feel like I was supposed to list up something else, but I don't remember. You have coins, good luck, upright. You have skulls, ending, doors are closing with people in your community. That was key opportunity in reverse. So I keep hearing no new friends, but I keep avoiding saying that because you're closing the door on the past. So I don't get that. I don't. If okay. Yeah, I don't understand that yet. Anything else? Okay. So on the bottom, 22, butterfly, metamorphosis. You have evil eye protection, upright. Oh, I get it now. Okay. So the no new friends, I understand now. Sometimes just, it really does take a moment, okay? So as doors are closing, when it comes to new people entering, it's kind of like it's not necessarily a block, but it's showing me, like, you know, people that go to concerts, and, you know, it's not, the venue isn't open for you to go in. You're blocked from going in. So you have to wait and the line has to form, right? Or the line ends up forming until it's time. So, you know, as connections are ending, especially, you know, when one door closes, another one opens, you have key opportunity here. But as connections are ending, you could be seeking, it's like, you know, the new connections. I really don't like the word friends, but it just feels more, I hear, associative versus I'll divulge all my secrets type shit. Yeah, I'll just give you everything. Yeah, because with this computer giving information, but protection from that. It's giving like you're going back to that limitless possibility that you had. Yeah, this card right here, because something is not right, balancing acts in reverse. But this energy is like the energy of being in a energetic sanctuary, right? A divine energetic sanctuary that cannot be disrupted. And I feel like that no new friends is, you know, any disruptions that could be at play are being blocked like a motherfucker. And whatever is still being allowed to come through, you should honor that, whether you see the reason in that or not. Divine guidance in reverse, okay? But yeah, things are ending. November is a significant month. I know we were talking about October as I say that, because on this skull endings is 29, it breaks down to 11, but the number 11 is here too, right here. Okay. But coins, good luck, 10 October. I do feel like money's not funny in October for you, especially with key opportunity. You could be getting new keys to something. A lot of y'all could be moving, or yeah, it could be a home, it could be a car, it could be a new job. I don't know, but it's something. It could be a promotion. But whatever you are not taking heed to, are you missing something? I feel like that's the question I need to ask, if you're missing something. Is that why you're not taking heed to it? Because you're not realizing it? Like you're not paying attention to it? You're not catching it? You know? Let's see. Yeah, death, Scorpio, change. Scorpio season starts in October. Okay, what else? When is Dios de la Muerte? Hold on. That's the same. Let me make sure, because I be getting shit confused. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. November. I don't know. November. You need just. This is October though. Why are we talking about? Because even resilience breaks down to 11. Why are we talking about November and October? Like, what do you need to prepare for? And maybe that's why divine guidance is in reverse, because you haven't. Let me. Empress. So we have two majors. You have death first, then Empress. So an ending to an abundant new beginning. Okay. 10 of Wands. You have 10, 10. And then you have the Empress and the fucking Emperor. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, because you have the 10 of Wands. I have the High Priestess is looking at me. We have 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And now we have the 10 of Swords. Okay. Some of y'all don't know how to, I know you're the only human sign, but collaboration and partnerships are very difficult for you. And there's an opportunity for a collaboration or partnership that's coming up. It's giving me near the end of October, heavy November. You could be stepping into this in November. I don't know. I really don't know the timing, okay? But October is going to, because no new friends. Okay, it's all starting to make sense now. The no new friends. You could be like, fuck no, 10 of Wands, I got it, okay? Similar to Libra, in a sense. But then you have the Empress and the Emperor. And the High Priestess feels like a blessing. It's going back to that Mother of Earth energy. Because, you know, Earth and water are sister signs. So October is going to test you when it comes to what you say yes to, what you say no to. Again, atonement and redemption. For you to, you know, you no longer have to do it on your own. It feels like an Akashic record chapter of some sort is epically closing, and you're stepping into a brand new cycle with all of these majors. You have 4 majors here, so this is heavily surrounding stability of some sort, and it feels very long lasting. I'm going back to the stability card that you had in all of those roots connecting. So interconnectedness, like divine connections, but that resilience is negating the energy, rejecting the energy, killing the energy with death here. Baby, that's got to change. And you're going to have to learn how to truly like be a partner, or learn how to work in partnerships and group settings, collaborations. I don't know, you know. You could be a person that doesn't like to collaborate with others. Well, baby, if you want to get to the next level, collaboration is it's kind of like networking. That's the thing. Networking. You're about to be tested when it comes to networking in October for this to pay off in November. So I don't feel like with divine guidance, I don't feel like the opportunity has presented itself yet, but it is definitely coming. It's given. I just hear stay on guard, but then again, just say yes and see where it takes you. But then you can't be saying yes to everything. You got to have discernment, which is why you have the High Priestess here, you know. It ain't no whoop-de-doo. None of that. Okay, you need to let me see what's up, you know. I at least hear them out and make a decision before rejecting, you know. And now I hear listen to the song here in my heart. But yeah, I'm not about to sing it. Like, you get what I'm saying. It's an hour. We just hit the hour mark. I feel like I've been talking for 20 minutes. But there is a metamorphosis, honey. Are you going to step into your destiny or reject it? Because it's going to bring peace and harmony. I'm just saying. Yeah, and on the bottom you have 4. Yin and yang balance. See, coming together. You're meshing together. You know how like fresh... they're showing me clay, but I'm feeling like Play-Doh. Like fresh Play-Doh, how it's just soft, and it could be like a stress ball type of thing. It's, I don't know. It's very relaxing, very comforting, very healing. Yeah, split the deck to Temperance. High Priestess is still peeking out. 2/14 Valentine's Day. So it's a lot of love here if you want it. See? It's a lot of love here if you want it. So you can book me, but the past is a past. Let's move forward. Hi, Brittany. I mean, yes, I'm not saying be, you know, have discernment. You gotta weigh out your options. And don't be willing to negotiate. This is business. Ooh, your name is Eros. I want to get that deck. That is very true. I agree with that 100%. Well, desperation is a red flag any day. When it comes to anything, signing, and the energy of desperation is a red flag. Desperate for love. Hi, love. Welcome. Let me grab that deck. Yeah. The music went off. I broke my box. Look, the mother. Trying to tell you, someone from the others. You see her? She's like, this is all love, okay? I don't know. And then underneath that, we have nurture. Let's just see what comes out. Virgo, October. Guess what came out? Can you see it? I don't know if y'all can see it. I can't see through the comments, but the father. And then you have agape, unconditional love. Ooh, then you got the apocalypse. Baby, the sword. And then you have the creator and the offering. Okay. Baby, the apocalypse is a war. The sword that's self-explanatory. But with the father and agape, and nurture and beyond, and even going back to the change card in the tree, like if you look at this card, you know, it's like winter versus spring in a sense, but one is more vibrant, one side is more dull, you know. It just feels like a lot of you have, or you're starting to experience, it's like love. It's giving, I never had a love quite like this before. Is that a song? Love like this before. I don't know. But something like that. I don't know. Agape love just hits different. It feels different. It's that love is the strongest drug of them all. I don't know. And then this father card is Roman numeral 2, and it's given, you know, the high priestess is the number 2. And then you have the mask again. So someone's hiding a truth. What is being hidden? I don't like this. Truth. Someone is hiding the truth, okay? I hear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Yeah, and God is giving baby the creator, okay? And it's like honey, you're gonna have to give an offering of the truth for God to help you. Woo! Oh wow, that's deep. So someone's, okay, it could be a couple of things, because in this truth aura, the loudest image is the heart. So someone's not being honest about their heart's desires or being truthful about how they feel from the heart. I don't know, but it feels it just, that doesn't feel as heavy as having to have God's help. You have to be honest like that. That feels like somebody fucked up, like, and not being honest about how you feel from the heart. I don't know. It just feels like that situation is like nothing compared to whatever I was initially speaking of. What else? Freedom in reverse. So that's being in bondage, trapped. Sexuality fell on top of creator. And then you have seduction. Is this a trap? It is a trap. Baby, the tea is hot. What the fuck is happening on the damn TV? Let me turn this shit off, okay? Sexuality as an offering. Sex magic. But not, it doesn't have to be. So someone's coming as an angel, but they're really the devil. Literally. Oh no. Yeah, great diviner in reverse. Mami Wada memory, and then Iku transformation and legacy. Something's not right here. Someone's coming as agape, someone's coming as an angel, but they are not. And that's the mask that's going to be revealed. You're seeking, you shall find. I don't know. Yeah, tradition in reverse. Someone's been getting away with something for a long time, though. Yeah, alchemy, choices in reverse, but no more. Loyalty, and then unconditional love, the blueprint. Yo, someone is too fucking loved, okay, by the God, okay? I'm trying to, honey, I'm about to say an ancestor, somebody, but no, like someone, I don't know. I really don't know, but there is it feels like someone is being led to a trap, but someone does not know just how much, like, that is. I hear them right there, like, that's you shall see. Like you just whoever is involved will see. It's like literally, honey, the Father will show you. Like I don't know. And this loyalty here, like it feels, because sexuality, creator, it feels like someone is trying to trap somebody. It's a feminine energy specifically. Why? I don't know. I'm not gonna get that deep. We gotta go. Okay, we already been here over an hour, but this is very interesting and intriguing, which is why the truth, it's like God will continue to make things worse, or continue to allow someone to suffer until they speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I just hear they need to reveal their true self. Anything else? Compassion. But yeah, change in reverse, and then manifester creation. Oh no, this shit says manifesteer. I don't know if that's a misspelling or not, but manifester creation. I never noticed that misspelling before. So something you did notice before, you're about to notice. Virgo. I don't know, that shit is weird. Okay. All right, we're gonna close it. Well, yeah. We're gonna bring it to a close. All right. We're gonna bring this to a close. Ace of Air, the Ace of Swords. That's all the aces, right? Yeah, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of... Yeah, the fourth ace right here. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration. Seeing the truth of a situation. My lips are dry. A challenging beginning, honey. Then you have release, Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move on. All right, close this out. Release is still, we'll keep that. The Wheel of Fortune. Anything else for Virgo? Thank you, and thank you. Okay, so your final, okay. I just saw Archangel Metatron. Okay, so again, you have release, 13, Scorpio energy, Scorpio season, or 1013 could be significant with Scorpio season. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. We're in the year of the snake, and the snake is connected to Scorpio energy, like Kundalini, so it makes sense based on how this reading has went to align with that atonement. I also hear revenge, but I don't think you're taking revenge. So you have Archangel Azrael, you have Archangel Michael. A time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward, fortune is on your side. So again, money is not going to be funny in October. You also have Unity, which would represent the Hierophant. Archangel Sandalphon. Traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organization. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Yeah, I do feel like your ideologies are changing. And then lastly, you have the Six of Fire, the Six of Wands. Victory. Victory is mine. But no, victory, good news is on its way. Public recognition or rewards. So it's giving, baby, whatever war is waged, the war was won. That's really what it's giving, which is why you have redemption and atonement. Okay? Okay, that's very interesting, Virgo. I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm about to get some rest. I will be back in the rising. I will be here all day tomorrow. So I don't know the order of tomorrow. You just gotta be subscribed and have the bell on, because we're gonna figure that out tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Love you. Good night. Bye. Like the video, please. Bye. But I'm not desperate. Don't be after the conversation in the chat. All right. Have a good night, y'all. See y'all tomorrow.